Rock 101, Judas Priest live with the Green Manalishi, and welcome to the Hair Scare your Saturday night. Before that, Cinderella, because that's how it happened at the castle. Cinderella opened up for Judas Priest. You're right, it was, Dwayne mentioned that it was kind of a strange pairing, which is true.
It was, yeah.
Two different
the black
styles.
versus the white, almost.
Yeah.
The good guys and the bad guys.
Sure, the guys with the hair and the chicks.
The straight versus,
And then the
you know what I mean.
the leather and the studs and the and the straight versus the. We didn't know at the time.
No.
If you told me then that Rob Halford was gay, what are you talking about? He's the metal god. If Rob Halford, I mean, come on.
Who's next? Like Freddie Mercury, too.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So,
come on.
So then, once we found out, we're like, oh, well, yeah, it does kind of make sense with the studs and the leather and the whips and the
the little hat.
Yeah, the little hat.
But he's an excellent singer.
Oh, and he seems like a very smart guy, very well-spoken.
And flies the metal flag all the time.
He lives and breathes metal.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you that, and I don't know if I'm sure you've seen interviews with him and stuff like I have, where it's like that is his life. He lives in Arizona now, I think.
In Phoenix.
Yeah, and he does. He lives and breathes.
So it's a long way from Birmingham.
A long way.
Yeah.
And much like David Coverdale lives in like Lake Tahoe, I think it is. Yeah, it's it's out west in the U.S.
Where it doesn't rain or snow.
Exactly. Alice Cooper, of course, lives in Phoenix too, in that area. But yeah, it's amazing that, and Ozzy lives in California most of the time, and
he thinks he does.
Well, he's not sure.
They could be fooling him.
What country are we in now?
Yeah.
The Shadow? We're not sure. So, give me your Judas Priest story.
Well, Judas Priest was interesting because that was the first time, it's called, the chapter's called Dwayne and the Devil's Cabbage.
The Devil's Cabbage.
The Devil's Cabbage.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard it put quite that way before.
I copyrighted that.
Did you? Is that a Dwayne Roy original?
No, I think Gene Simmons already had it.
Gene Simmons?
Yeah, he already owned that Devil's Cabbage.
Really?
I couldn't take it.
He's never touched this stuff, though, hasn't he? According to him.
That's what he said.
Right?
That's true.
No.
No, that was the first time, actually the only time, contrary to popular belief, that I indulged in the Devil's Cabbage.
Really?
Yes.
The first and only time that you've stepped up to the vile weed.
Yeah. Puffed the weed out,
Yeah.
proper term.
You were enjoying the chronic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it helped.
The sticky icky.
Yes.
Yeah.
It made the concert that much more interesting.
And yet you've shied away from it ever since.
Yes.
Yeah. Was there a bad experience at all?
No, it just seemed like a big waste of money.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It just makes me cough, and any kind of smoke I can't ingest. So it's probably a good thing because
when I did it, I had that guy in my head.
Right.
Talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's he talking about?
Yeah.
One of those things.
Sure.
I knew that wasn't right.
Yeah. But it helped you enjoy Judas Priest that much more, though.
It did, and the lights were really bright.
So when they played, did they get into some of the old trippy sort of Judas Priest stained glass kind of stuff, or
no,
actually
not that much.
No, was it Turbo Lover kind of stuff, or
what was that? Ram It Down or whatever.
Ram It Down?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But, and that was coincidentally after that we indulged way too much. And that was the world record hangover. The worst hangover I've ever had.
The worst hangover you've ever had?
Yes.
How many
hangovers have I had?
No. How many? I know there was copious amounts of beer.
Yes.
What was, did you ever keep track and just blow your mind? Just go, I can't believe I drink that much beer?
Yeah, well, we used to exaggerate, obviously.
But realistically.
We used to keep the cans, yeah.
Because I know it probably blew your mind that you could go anywhere and buy beer. First of all, because in the States, you buy it anywhere.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, in Ontario, it's in the book. In Ontario, if you want beer, you go to the beer store.
Right.
If you want liquor, you go to the liquor store.
It's so literal.
Yeah,
it's like, where do you get beer? The beer store.
It only makes sense. but in Michigan, you go to the grocery store.
Sure. Anywhere. Corner store, grocery store, whatever.
And we had fake IDs.
Right. Amazing fake IDs.
You never heard that. And so we'd buy just stupid
amounts of beer, right?
Jim Beam.
Kid in the candy store.
Yeah, bad alcohol.
There's nothing wrong with Jim Beam.
No, but when you're, you don't buy a mix. We had I don't know, we didn't have Gatorade, we had like fruit punch.
Fruit punch
And we
and
didn't
Jim
even have
Beam.
glass. We had to drink it and then shoot it back at some fruit juice.
Right, chaser.
Yeah, and it didn't end well.
You're cannonballing.
Yeah.
Cannonball
I was
coming.
Cannonball, but then at the end, the way the chapter ends, I'm going to give it away, but,
Right.
I'm going down the I-75 and that's when, it's on deck.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
So apparently it was coming back.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And that was the worst hangover ever.
the world record hangover.
1988.
88. Yes, it was the worst.
You've never had a hangover that bad ever since.
No. Not that I recall.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's saying
That
something.
was the world record. That was the last time that I did the bad stuff.
Okay, that was the last time that the evil weed made its
The evil
appearance.
weed and that evil James Beam.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
He's a bad man.
He's one of the wise men.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah. Jack, Jim, and Johnny.
Oh, okay.
Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, and Johnny Walker. There's the three wise men.
Okay.
They got cousins. There's the Mexican cousin Jose.
Oh, Jose.
There's their cousin Bud.
Yeah, Bud,
And
yeah.
there's a few others, but the original three wise men.
Wow.
Jack, Jim, and Johnny.
Cool.
Yeah, and you haven't lived until you've experienced them all.
Yeah. I almost died. Right?
Oh, you were fine.
Yeah. I was young.
Yeah, you bounced back from that stuff.
Yeah, I could recuperate then.
Who opened up for the Scorpions? That was the next show.
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come.
Oh, yeah.
I love Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come, they're underrated. They got a bad rap.
I'm telling you what, did they sound like Zeppelin? Yes.
Yeah.
Was it kind of their hook? Yeah. But Lenny Wolf, great singer. Their drummer, who's their drummer? Because he was a great drummer. James Kotak.
Scorpions now.
Oh, I said
He can wail.
He played with the Scorpions when
Yeah.
they were here. They played at Kuwait.
Yeah.
Did you come down and see Scorpions when they were
Of
at
course,
Kuwait?
yeah. First
Wasn't that an amazing show?
Excellent.
And James was on drums then.
He's a machine.
He is amazing. Now, of course, again, they got a bad rap because they sounded like Zeppelin. Even I'm the world's biggest Zeppelin fan. When I first heard him, I heard him on the radio. I forget where I was, how it was, or whatever. I actually thought Zeppelin had reformed
Oh, really?
and came up with a new song. I mean, I knew it was slicker and it was different, but I thought that is just so Zeppelin that I thought it was Zeppelin.
What's wrong with being compared to Zeppelin?
Nothing. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with
If you
these
told me
bands.
Dwayne, you're just like Zeppelin.
Mhm. Oh, damn it. I hate
What an
that.
insult.
Exactly. I can't believe you just said that. I'm just like Zeppelin. Again,
Yeah.
no way. I love Kingdom Come. I actually have this CD and their other one, Blow Out the Speaker or something, or Blow something. It had a
I
big
don't know, I
speaker in
got
the
the
cover.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You remember? Yeah. I forget what it was called, man. Great, anyway. Kingdom Come! It's a hair scare! Getting it on! Let's go! Go, 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 go!